The world as we know it is quickly coming to an end. The life we used to live before is no longer upon us now. Paul writes to Timothy, and he tells him that perilous times are coming. And we are in those days now. Life, as we know it, will stop. The freedom that we once had will cease. We are living in a time where deception is taking control of the world. Jesus told his disciples that a time will come when many will be deceived from the truth. And we are living in that time now. As we listen to our leaders, as they try to rule the world, they suppress us and imprison us with their demands and their decrees, forcing us against our will and our own beliefs. What is taking place today is the devil trying to take control, to deceive many. And many are being deceived. He has infiltrated the church with teachers who will teach a false doctrine, who will feed God's people lies, and many will believe and walk away from the faith. Jesus told his disciples in the Gospel of Matthew, the 24th chapter, "See to it that no one deceives you." For there will be many false Christs, false prophets, who will preach in my name and will deceive many. Many signs will follow before his coming. And when we look around and look at our world today, it lies in ruin. Many are desperate, broken, and alone. But the world don't see it. They don't comprehend it. Because they are deceived. But Ephesians chapter 5 verse 11 tells us to take part of no unfruitful worker of darkness, but instead expose them. Matthew chapter 7 verse 15. Beware of the false prophet who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. Romans 16 through 17 and 18 tells us, I appeal to you, brothers, to watch out for those who cause division and create obstacle, contrary to the doctrine that you have been taught. Avoid them, for such persons do not serve the Lord Jesus Christ, but their own appetites, and by smooth talk and flattery they deceive the hearts of the naive. 2 Timothy chapter 3 tells us that there will be perilous times where people will no longer listen to sound doctrine, but they will begin to heap up teachers to tell them what their itchy ears want to hear. Many in our time today have been deceived. There are two roads. One is narrow, and the other one is wide. One of them leads us to everlasting life, while the other leads us to destruction. Jude chapter 1 verse 4 says, For certain people have crept in unannounced, who long ago were designated for this condemnation, ungodly people who pervert the grace of our God into sensuality and deny our only Master and Lord, Jesus Christ. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, and verse 3 tells us that the coming of the Lord will not take place until the great falling away.